Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Welcome back. In my live stream video that I had just recently posted, I shared with you guys these do-it-yourself paper rolled twisted flowers, which were these ones. And these ones were made with crepe paper. And I also made some using just normal printed paper. And I also showed you on one of my projects, which was the projects that you were able to make in under 5 minutes. I did 5 projects for 5 days, and it was on this project that I made, which was the triple layered pocket with a closure, and then I placed it here on the front. So I wanted to show you guys in this video how you could easily make these as well using crepe paper, scrap printed paper. You can also use fabric. In my live stream, Gina from Scrapanology, hi Gina, if you're watching, she also said she'd made these before as well, but she made these using fabric, and I don't have any with me that I made with any fabric. I just made these using papers because I wanted to use these in my projects. But there may be other videos out there that may have tutorials on how you could make these using fabric strips as well. But I'll just show the ones that I'd made first, and then I'm going to show you how easily you can make these as well with your scrap papers. So as I was saying, these ones here, I just use crepe paper, you know, your rolled those crepe papers you can get from the party shop, and then I placed one of these little flat back blings as a center, and you can make these in any sizes as well. These ones here I also made just using printed paper, and I made these ones using 12-inch strip papers, and then I've got these little ones here. They're so tiny. I did make these using 6x6 papers. So you can see they're a little bit smaller. These ones might be just a little bit shorter than 12-inch paper. I can't remember because, let's see, this one here I made with a 12-inch paper. And you can see it's slightly larger, but you can make them to however big you want your little twisted paper rolled flowers to be. And then these ones here that I made, I use book pages, which are great if you are into junk journaling or you do a lot of shabby chic or vintage style projects. You could use your book pages and then cut them down into strips. And then I just place a cute little flower center in the middle of some of these. I'm going to use these in my junk journal. So I've made a few, and then you can also distress these as well to make it more of a used kind of look with some distressing ink. And then I also made some other projects with them as well. So I made these as well, and I thought I'd make these for bag toppers. I also had done a video and a tutorial on how you can make your own page tabs using your punches. And then I did have a few of these, so I thought I'd use these to create the bag topper, and then just use some paper strips and scraps to just do some layering, and then place the little twisted paper flower here on the front as a little focal piece. And then all you do is you just grab your little packaged goodies, and then you just add some double-sided tape to here, and then you just adhere it like that, and then you can have this ready to send off in a package. And then this is the other one. I did it a different way here. I used a square punch to create the little tab, and you can make these easily as well with your scraps. And then that looks nice too as a little bag topper. That's a little rolled paper flower there. Also made another one, but with the strip going down. Wasn't too sure that would look nice as a bag topper that way, but I guess you could use this and put it on a tag and place a tag on the back, and then embellish that with this. So that was just a couple of little projects that I made with that. And I also then used a mini paddle pop stick and placed it on the top here, which I think is a great little gift embellishment to gift to somebody. And then I just added another piece of baking paper just to neaten the back of the embellishment, and then use some crochet string here on the bottom to finish it off with some little beads. And I thought that was cute. So these are just some of the projects that I made with these. But you can do so much with these little paper flowers and add them onto anything you like. So I'm going to show you how easy it is you can make these. I'm just going to use this strip of paper. This is a 12-inch strip, and then I cut it at about 1 inch for the 12-inch strip. And the wider you have your strip, the thicker your paper flower will be. So I didn't want mine to be overly thick because I didn't want too much dimension to it. So this was about a 1 inch wide. And again, so the longer your strip of crepe paper or your strip, the bigger your flower will be. So that's great if you want a bigger paper. You're probably best to use crepe paper, or you can probably double up your paper and make it longer so you can make a bigger flower shape. And then if you wanted to use book pages, this one was just I'm not too sure the height of the book, but I cut mine at 1 1/4 inch for this size paper flower. Again, you can just play around until you're happy with whatever height and whatever size you want your paper flowers. So what I do with my one is, again, there are probably other videos out there that may show you how to do it differently. This is how I do mine, which I found it easy for me. So what I do is I just gently fold it in half like this, and then on one end I just sort of twist it and sort of really make it nice and I guess as thin and as flat as you can, just like that. And then I just gently go around and sort of squash it and gently twist it without sort of tearing the paper, just to give it a bit of, just to make it easy when we roll your paper. So just scrunch it, give it a twist, and without tearing it until you get to the very end. And so that's just how I've got mine looking like that. So then on the bit that we've sort of flattened and made it as sort of as thin as possible, so you want it looking something like that, you're going to now roll it over. Oh, just before we start, so sorry, make sure you have a little piece of a backing piece using a circle punch or whatever you want. It's just so that you have something to stick the little flower onto. So have that ready on hand. And also some good glue. You can use a hot glue gun, or I'm just going to use these glue dots, glue dots to put it together. So you want to use something nice and strong. Okay, so now you've got this bit, you're going to fold that over slightly, just like that, and you're going to go around one more time. So you sort of have that. And then you're going to just grab your strip and you're going to gently twist and bring it around. And when you come around, you should be able to have it like that. And then twist again and then go around. Twist again, and you just keep twisting and turning and twisting and turning nice and gently without, you don't want to tear your paper as you're twisting. It'll get easier as you come around and your flower gets bigger. That's why I found it easier to twist the paper first. And you'll see when you make yours, it'll sort of want to twist around and form a irregular shape kind of circle. And I just keep going till I get to the end. And this part here, this is when you want to make sure you have your hot glue gun ready or your strong adhesive to finish it off. So as you can see, I've got a tear there, and you can just sort of twist it and squash it down the bottom like that so you don't see it. So that's what's great about this little project. You can hide your little tears, or you can have the tears there if you like. So now we've come to the very end. We're going to do the same as how we had done in the beginning. You're just going to twist the end till it's sort of nice and thin. And if you've got your hot glue gun, you just want to put a dab of glue there, and you're going to tuck that under and then press it down, and that will just neaten up the end. But I'm going to use these fantastic glue dots. I love using these glue dots. I've got here the 5mm size glue dot, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to just press one of the glue dots to the end, so you can see it's there, and then I'm just going to bring it under and press it. So there's my rolled or twisted paper flower. And then, because I don't want any of the middle part to fall apart, I'm going to grab the base, and you can put some hot glue on here and then just stick it down like that. Well, again, I'm just going to use the glue dots, but the largest size. This one here is a 10mm size, and I'm just going to press it onto that and then place it onto the back. I mean, you can grab a bigger size if you want to make sure that the outside doesn't fall apart, but once you adhere it to your project, you'll be able to add more glue around there, and then it shouldn't fall apart. So that's all there is to that, and you can make a whole bunch of those. And if you wanted to use your book pages, it's the same thing. It's a little bit thinner, so it's a lot easier to work with. So I would probably recommend using papers that are thin papers, not your medium weight or heavyweight paper. But your book pages, they're a lot more easier to work with because it's nice and thin. So I'm just going to do the same thing and just gently fold it up in half and then scrunch it and twist it. So I thought I'd do this one again, and just to show you how it looks like on a book page or using a book page strip. So just do that, and I'm going to do the same thing, sort of squeeze and flatten a little thin piece on the end. So just like that. I'm going to fold it in and then fold it in again, just to keep it nice and secure. And then I'll twist, gently twist and turn, and then twist and turn. And then when you get to the end, you just do the same thing. Just give it just flatten the end until you get a nice thin strip, so you're able to tuck it underneath your rolled flower. I'll just go again, so I'm towards the end here now. So again, you can just dab some hot glue to the end. I'm just going to use this one. I'll put you can, if you're in Australia, I will put the link down below where you can purchase these glue dots. So I'm just going to pull it back and tuck it under. And that's all there is to that. And then I've got a spare one here. And that's that one done. So these are so easy to make. I'm going to give it a go using fabric as well, because I think you could use the fabric ones and make little hair clips out of them, or little hair accessories. You could also use these ones and use little paper clips and make little planner clips if you wanted to. So like it's a little paper clip, and then you can adhere it. I've got the small one, but you could adhere that to the back and then make little planner clips, or to bookmark a page. So it's a lot of ideas you can make using these lovely twisted flowers. So I hope you enjoyed this really fun video, and I will see you all soon in my next one. Bye for now.